first of all, spending your hard-earned dosh on a ticket to see me in these tough times. Thanks very much for that. Means a lot. Sold out show. Yeah. In these tough times, spending your hard-earned dosh on a ticket to see any comedian this year, knowing that there's a good chance we're paying fuck all tax. Well done for that. People thought Jimmy Carr got it bad. Wait till the press hear about me. I'm still signing on. I get asked last week what kind of music do you like, Kev? I don't know. I don't have a fucking clue. What kind of music? Modern stuff just sounds the same to me. Just everything's just all that R&B stuff we like these days, isn't it? In the club, all that sort of stuff. Everybody in the club, in the club. That's the way every song sounds to me. In the club, in the club, in the club. They just speak in a language I don't get. Everybody gonna shuffle on down in the club. We're getting freaky in the club. I'm feeling sexy in the club, in the club, in the club, in the club, in the club. DJ spinning my song in the club, in the club. Everything happens in this club with these pricks, innit? In the club. We ain't gonna stop till it's time to start again. In the club, in the club, in the club, in the club. No songs that just make you feel thick. You actually feel it deleting cookies in your brain. In the club, in the club, in the club, in the club. The song finishes and you think, fucking hell, I now know less stuff. I've just forgot the difference between a pastoral and an arable farm. The fuck did I just forget standard grade geography there because of that song? In the club, in the club, in the club. Even their names, Will I Am. That guy, how do you get to that stage in your celebrity status? Will I Am. His name is William. You just decide to start putting full stops in the middle. Oh, I am. If I was to request to be known as Kev I.N., I'd get a fucking slap in the face. If I was to sit my dad down and say, Dad, I'm thinking about reinventing myself as Kev I.N., he'd be saying, just run that by me again, son. Let me step outside, talk me through this. That song, Bruno Mars, that's when I lost a bit of faith in modern music. I'd catch a grenade for you, that song. Heard that a few years ago. So on a lot, I'd catch a grenade for you. That's what passes for romance these days. That's a love song in the modern day. I would catch a grenade for you. That's the guy singing about the depths of his love. But what I'm guessing is his girlfriend that he's prepared to catch. I don't mean to offer the guy relationship advice, but if you're dating somebody who people are chucking grenades at, that's your first fucking problem, right there. Whoa. Is that an ex of yours? Fucking hell. Well, where does he plan on taking her? A romantic stroll down the Helmand province? Come on. I'll fucking catch them. Come on. Come on. I remember watching a Danny Dyer documentary about the old firm. And it was good to see somebody like him, Danny Dyer. He's the prick's prick, isn't he? Good to see him. No, some nights you just flick through the channels and you see he's on Britain's Most Deadliest Men, him talking to some big wall puncher. Guy's going, I'm the kind of bloke, if you don't mess with me, I'll be all right, but if you mess with me, I'll fuck you up. Danny Dyer's going, can I be your friend? He done a special on football rivalries, and he was outside Ibrox in the morning of an Old Firm game, and he's talking to the camera. This guy made me laugh. He's going, Celtic and the Catholics, and Rangers and the Protestants. I'm outside the stadium on Old Firm Day, one of football's most deadliest rivalries. I'm here, outside the stadium, on match day, and I'm not afraid to say, I am fucking shaking. There's people walking behind them, just waving at the camera, going... It was like 10:30 on a Sunday morning. He's going, I'm a fucking soft bloke. I've seen some stuff. But today, I'm fucking petrified. The guy walks behind him with a bacon roll and a cup of tea. He shouts, come on, Rangers. He's gone, it's fucking kicked off now. Or poo. That's annoying. Adults that still say poo. Guys, can we stop the car? Really have to go for a poo. How'd you see your ID here? You're over 7 and you want to go for a poo. That's that new voice that's creeping in. You know that, hey guys, that sort of voice. I still live in Glasgow. I moved out of my family home about 8 months ago. I live in the West End, and that's the way. I've got that new... you know that new homogenised, like, hey guys, what's your chart? You know that new Scot... What's your chart? Yeah, we were out last night for Callum's birthday drinks, and yeah. Wasn't Fraser's banter totally banging, wasn't it? Fraser, it was Callum and Gavin, they're such a double act, aren't they? Their banter was on fire. Top chart, yeah, really top chart, top banter, totally top bants. All I remember was Rebecca bought me a Jaeger bomb, and then me and Gavin were planking in Burger King. I woke up this morning, I was actually dying. Top banter, top chart. That's the way they fucking talk. That's the kind of freaks I live beside these days. Top banter. I moved out. I got on the property ladder, bought myself a nice wee flat. I've never viewed a property in my fucking life, but I was needing a bit of advice. My dad, he volunteered himself as the property expert. He said, if you're going viewing places, son, I'm going to come with. Because what will happen is you'll walk into a nice wee flat, you'll get excited. The guy who owns it will see you're excited. Then the fucking price goes up. Whereas me, poker face. He's never viewed a property in his life. My dad's been in the same council house his whole fucking life. You don't go and view a council flat. You don't get a survey or a home report done. You just get told, that's where you're going to live now. Get fucking in. But he's volunteered himself as a property expert. Me and him are rocking up there. If you're this guy's gaff, me and him like fucking Colin and Justin walking up. My dad's going poker faces. We never even get into the guy's house. And my dad had dissolved. Just going, look, that car's got a valid tax disc. I've got a few quid up here. Get a wee photograph for that, son. Wherever you go in your happy place, you start to find that you get to know yourself. I looked at the window and there was a stationery shop. I never knew I liked stationery until that minute. I just looked there and going, that's a fucking great deal on rubbers. When was the last time I rubbed something out? I might go in there, buy their rubbers. I might buy a pencil, sharpen it, a nice new pad, nice sharp pencil, write my name, and then just fucking rub it out. By the time I'd come back in for a landing, this situation had been resolved. A good Samaritan had put the extra money in just to get the bus moving, and the guy was on. He'd made it. Everybody's bracing themselves. Where's he going to sit? It's quite a quiet bus. I'm just going, fuck. The guy's on. And it was then I realised that I was sat in the seats that are designed for conversation. You know, the seats that face in opposite directions for people looking for stimulating debate with like-minded folk on the world's big issues. Speaker's corner, that's where I was sat. And the guy, he came in and sat right opposite me. He never recognised me, oblivious to the fact he was sitting opposite Kev-I-N. Never fucking... And the boss is pulling away. He's not going to a happy place. He's looking at that stationery shop. I might go in there and buy a pencil, sharpen it and stab him in the eye, the fucking wanker. The boss is going on, and he started talking to me. He said, where are you going, mate? And I said, I'm just going to meet my mate at the cinema. And he said, I've not been to the cinema. I've not been to the cinema in fucking ages. Right? And I said, oh, all right. He said, they're struggling for small talk, you need to keep it going. You don't want the guy thinking you're being ignorant. I just said, oh, all right. And he said, do you ever see that movie, Social Network? That's what he asked me. And I said, oh, the movie about Facebook. And he said, correct. As if you survived that fucking round. He said, that Mark Zuckerberg, he's worth billions, mate. And I said, oh, I can imagine. And he said, how? And I said, well, he's the owner of Facebook. And he said, aye, but how does that make money, mate? It's fucking free. And you don't laugh, the onboard safety instructions tell you to do not. In order to avoid a punctured lung, keep your face firmly. Keep your face firmly on screensaver mode. Just. He said, if I was in charge of Facebook, mate, I'd be saying fucking quid a go. It gave me a small sense of hometown pride when I realised the guy was serious. Small sense of hometown pride that there must be very few places in the world where Mark Zuckerberg would be offered financial advice from a guy who was 15 pence short for a single fucking bus. So it is good to be back. This is the last night of the tour. Good to be back in Glasgow. Good to come back to Glasgow because you can speak. You know, when you travel with a Scottish accent, it's kind of hard. Nobody understands anything you're saying. You know, I've done a few TV shows. I'm a pretty fucking big deal. You know? I'm serious news. No, I've done a few TV shows. And you've got a Scottish accent on the telly, you need to try and enunciate and use proper English, but it's hard to find the right balance, because no matter how hard you try to enunciate and use proper English, there's still somebody from Leamington Spa.
And we saw you on the television. I didn't quite understand everything you were saying. Didn't quite catch it. Something a bit over my head. Your accent is really quite strong. You've got a really thick Scotch accent. Didn't quite catch everything you said.
Whilst there's somebody in Scotland saying, we seen you on the telly talking like a fucking bender. Care to explain yourself? I'm not really a big political guy. Scottish independence, that's been getting talked about. We're having a couple of fucking freedom. Yes. Yeah. People booing, people cheering. I don't think anything's going to get resolved at a comedy show, but feel free to vent your opinions. 2014, that's when they're having the referendum. That's because it's 700 years after the Battle of Bannockburn. That's to get us fucking patriotic. And you know, we're going to show Braveheart the night before that referendum. STV, 9 o'clock, as sure as fuck, Braveheart. I reckon we should also show Trainspotting, just to even it. One fucking freedom, that's us. Oh, that's also us. Well, the war on terror, that was supposed to be Obama's thing. The war on terror is going to end that. Obama, they get quite excited. We got any Americans in the room? Just one guy doing a shite accent. I don't normally come to Glasgow. The Americans, they visit Edinburgh and they come. Got any Edinburghers? Whatever they're called. Big boo for Edinburghers. I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but I've never really heard the term Edinburghers. Now when you hear a conversation, I don't mean this in a disparaging way. You hear a conversation in Scotland, there's an Invernessian, an Aberdonian, a Dundonian, a Glaswegian, and a cunt for Edinburgh. It's true though, you never ever hear Edinburghers, it's cunt for Edinburgh. That's what they're called. Good to see we've got a few cunts for Edinburgh made it through. I love the Americans in Edinburgh. Love them. They're enthusiastic. Not up at Edinburgh Castle. The Americans thinking it's a high school. Because they hear gunshots every lunchtime. I don't really have an opinion on Scottish independence. I suppose I'm in the fuck it'll be a laugh camp. Maybe fuck it'll be a laugh. Maybe 50 years' time, you'll turn on the National Geographic channel, see programmes like Scottish Border Cops. Two guys in the airport interrogating some poor guy for fucking Leamington Spa. No, like real cops, just rock steady guys, not G4S guys that have swapped their personality for a high-vis jacket. No, there you go. I would watch that. Scottish Border Cops going through the guy's bag. And what's this? It's a banana. Why, are those illegal? I never said they were illegal, pal, but we don't fucking like them. Bus guy. I still take public transport. I'm a bus guy. I'm a bus. I take one of their kind of... Not every area's got the rough bus. No one of their kind of Glasgow safaris that you get. The number 40 bus. It runs from Clydebank to Easterhouse via Drumchapel. It's as if they went Clydebank to Easterhouse. I'm not sure that's mental enough. No. We better stick this through Drumchapel. The only bus I've seen 3 generations of the one family get on for a half fell. When you travel down south and you tell people you're from Glasgow, they get quite excited. They go, Glasgow, yeah, it's really quite rough, isn't it? Really violent, yeah. And you kind of get proud. And you go, oh, aye, oh, aye. Yeah, a lot of tough guys. Oh, aye, a lot of tough guys. Yeah. Then they visit the place and they're a bit disappointed. No, we're trying to get away from the stereotypes. We've got a new promotional tourist campaign called Glasgow, Scotland with Style. Everybody's seen the posters. It's one of these kind of homogenised posters of people supposed to be the new face of Glasgow. People with names like Nathan. Every major city advertises the happy people like Nathan, and it's this guy's in the poster, Nathan, sales assistant, proud Glaswegian. I don't think a sales assistant called Nathan is a fair representation of any major city. I think major cities should play up to their stereotypes on the billboards, advertising your city. Show them real people like wee mental Davy. Apprentice joiner. Father of 6. Davy's there in the billboard with the 6 kids all tucked into the one tracksuit. A Lacoste tracksuit and only the best for these kids. They're all dressed up for their granny's 30th. You've got the 6 kids, you've got Keanu, you've got Sigourney. Destiny, that's a new one I heard. Destiny. Imagine naming your daughter after the nightclub she was conceived in. This is Destiny and this is my son, the garage. So we'll finish up, obviously, the DVD is about 6 months away, so we need to predict the future, or it's going to look pretty weird if you're watching the DVD and wondering, oh, how come we never mentioned the fact that North Korea blew the world up? Somewhere like that.
Well, what about England winning the World Cup, eh? What about England getting fucked? We'll wait and see what one of them makes the edit. Ladies and gentlemen, good night. Have a great journey home.